Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what the shirts say now for the Pacers. It says yes, and then CERS. Yes, sirs. Pacers won last night, won the series with the Bucks. For those of you that care what's happening, let's get some packing done. What sold over the last 2 days? No Mercari sales. 2 Poshmark, 1 Depop, the rest eBay. For those of you who are new in here and will watch this later, the question gets asked often, which is the best selling platform? For me, it's always eBay. Maybe one time I had Poshmark beat it or tie it, but it's always eBay. So welcome in, Judith. Good morning to everybody. It's sunny now here in Indiana. Last night we had practice. It was raining the whole time and nasty. At least it wasn't cold though. Juliet, good morning. Dora, good morning. It was a good game last night. So here in Indy, I don't have NBA TV. That's what it was showing on. We didn't have it. So my son and I listened to it on the radio. You know, I mean, that was fun. That was fun listening to it on the radio, even though you want to see it in person. It was fun. But yeah, let's get down to what sold. Good morning, Know What? Good morning, Les. What's up? What's up, Brian? Everyone coming in. Good morning, Brittany. Let's go ahead and get the Depop out of the way. It was a boosted sale. If you weren't here for my live on Monday and you haven't watched it yet, where have you been? No, I'm just kidding. Depop, I'm boosting my whole store now. It's super easy. You just go to Depop and it says new, boost your store. Audra told me about it. I did it. This came from a boosted sales. It tells you, just like on eBay, eBay tells you if it's promoted. Depop tells you if it was boosted. This was a boosted sale. I just listed these this week. Levi's Orange Tab 550 jorts. These sold for $24 on Depop. Melissa, what's up? Nate, I'm going to go into the Fever game this Saturday. Nate, that's what I'm talking about. Look at Nate. Fever game this Saturday. Yeah, so that's another thing. I know a lot of you probably aren't sports people, but we're excited to have Caitlin Clark here. I mean, to be honest, Peyton Manning changed our city. Reggie Miller changed our city for basketball. Peyton Manning for football. I think Caitlin Clark's going to change it in a whole nother way. All these really good WNBA players are taking a pay cut to come play with us. I think we're going to be a dynasty for a little while. But yeah, these sold. Going to put these in a poly mailer because it's sold on Depop. Buyer pays shipping. Sold for $24, paid $3.99. Jackie, watching from Dallas, it just started reselling. Congratulations. Welcome to our world. Do you list things and leave them, or do you adjust prices after a week or two? I list things and leave them, Jackie. And most I don't know. The resellers, most that I know, leave the price where it is. Some of them have a discount system, but yeah, 1 or 2 weeks isn't going to give you enough time. I want my items to sell within 90 days, kind of is where I'm at. But then again, like all my winter stuff, that stuff I know is just going to sit most of it until next fall and winter. So I don't adjust my price. The only thing I do have is, well, I thought you guys know I'm going to talk about Nifty. Sends out offers. So Nifty sends out offers, but if you're just starting, I wouldn't get any service like that. Good morning. Good morning, Sandra. All right, let's do Poshmark too since we're here. Poshmark, look at me. Look at me getting into some women's here and there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is Joseph LeBon. I don't know. All I know is I know this is sequins. I know this is totally Taylor Swifty, sequence, whatever. Paid, I think, $5 for it, maybe $7.99. Uh-oh, it's damaged now. We have a sequence that fell off. I'm gonna put this in a box. Put it in a box. Put it in a box is what she said. Good morning from Los Angeles. Expensive Goodwills. Yeah, Floor. What's up, Floor? I know. Been there. Went to a couple Goodwills. They were expensive, but I did find stuff. I know exactly what I found. This was, a year ago in October? A year ago, I found a Scotty Vest sweatshirt. No one knew about that, so I got that cheap. I got some Thursday shoes, black ones that were leather. And I got a Ferragamo tie for cheap, new with tags. Those are a few of the things I got that I remember. I'm going to also put a little bit of paper in this box just because I don't want that thing moving around a ton. I don't want it to get broken. Morning, sunshine. What's up, mushroom lover? What's up? Good morning. Accepted 3 Depop offers yesterday, none paid up. Welcome to the Depop world. That sounds about right. Yep. Depop, the one place where you accept offers and people don't pay. That's just what happens. eBay now has gone pretty much to a system where if you accept an offer, people pay automatically. You guys know on Poshmark, people give you an offer and you accept it. It goes through right away. Depop, they need to fix it. They've got to be working on it. They probably have a million complaints on that. This is a Kjus, really good brand to be on the lookout for. Online arbitrage. Bought this online for $20. It sold for $36. That thing sold for $35, by the way. That other thing, not so bad, and many options for sure. Yeah, many options. I mean, again, with even here, like they pull stuff to put on shopgoodwill.com, but they don't know everything. And your Goodwills out there, they don't know it. They can't keep up with everything. This is going to go out priority. I'm going to put it in a padded flat rate just because I have a ton of those because it's sold on Poshmark. Then we'll get to eBay. Morning, Kim. What's up, Kim? What is Kim? No TikTok today. My iPad is charging. I never seem to charge that thing. All right. Let's do some eBay. Hopefully you guys have good sales. eBay, how many sales I had? Probably 20 something. I know eBay's been just consistent. You're going to see, but it's all just like $20 to $30 items. That's like all it is. Starting with that third and final FootJoy. If you missed me talking about these, I really don't pick up FootJoys anymore, but there were 3 of these together, all really good condition, striped with no logo on them. I thought, you know what? Buy them 5 a piece. I can lot them together, make a really good cover photo with a lot of 3. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try to just list them separately. I can do sell similar for the 2, or actually for all of them since I have them, and list them really quick. I've sold all of them now for $18.99 each, and they've all sold within about 2.5 weeks. So there we are with the FootJoy. Normally, I don't even pick FootJoys up, so I'm pretty picky. Got to be an all-over print, bigger size, or just this is a good-looking shirt. eBay, $18.99, straight up. No offers, nothing. Good morning. Time to wake up and get to it. That's right, Boogie. What's up, Boogie? Nothing much. Just got into bed. Had great sales overnight. Let's go. Flipping nurse. You guys don't see us flipping nurse, but yeah, going to bed because nurse. That's what nurses do. And they're working third shift. $20 and $30 items add up. John, for sure. That's the name of the game. We have some new resellers in here. When it comes to spring and summer, for me, doing men's clothing, it's those $20 to $30 items, but you just got to try to get a lot listed. For me, they're a lot easier to list than jackets and coats and stuff. I can just do them really quickly, and a lot of times it's like items like lots of FootJoys, Peter Millards, polos, all that stuff. Takes me not much time to list. I did sell a blazer or suit over here. Next item, this one was for $32. This is a Roan button short sleeve shirt. It's actually really nice. I thought about keeping it, but then I'm like, no, I'm trying to go all Polo Ralph Lauren kind of. Roan, RHONE. I've never found a short sleeve button shirt before. Usually this is a workout type of brand. So this is more of a casual shirt. Sold for $32.99 via promoted listing. I'm promoting all my items at 9% if you're new in here. What's up, Sophia? Class time. I've always said that you can rely on employee ignorance and incompetence at Goodwill. Yeah, you can always rely on an employee ignorance at Goodwill. Hey, I know they try their best and they do their best and good for them, but yep, they don't know everything. You can rely on that. Sirs, that's right. Pacers, let's go. So I don't know, again, for you guys that care or not care, I'm telling you anyways, we were down 118 to 111. 7 points down with under a minute left. And we won 119, 118. Crazy, crazy. Unbelievable. Okay, one of these. I'm going to show you one, and I'll just do the rest. A lot of you guys know. Again, I bought 1 million of these. Bought them for $10 a piece. They're selling for $29.99. This will be a promoted listing. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt's got a cut tag. That's why I'm not selling it for like $39.99 or over 30, and they're just selling like hotcakes. Shoot, K-Way says that. They're selling really fast. Really, really fast. Lakers here. Oh, I like the Lakers. Did they get eliminated yet? I like Luka. I like what you guys are doing there. But yeah. I know the Clippers lost last night to the Nuggets. LA Lakers, LA Clippers. Okay. I always pick up Levi's Pearl Snap denim shirts. For $5, I would pay $7 for these. Levi's Pearl Snap denim shirts. This one's just a size medium. Men's, I would buy women's as well. I have bought women's as well. Sold for $22.99. Also promoted listing. So I'm going to tell you guys, promoted, not promoted, or Nifty sale. All of the above. Next item was promoted too. I took a little bit less than what I wanted to on it, but it's been about a month or so. And blazers and suits, the money's just good. I just $10. My suits are $10, and the 75 is what I took. I'm good with that. So this is an all cotton J.Crew suit. So you got your jacket and your pants. That's a suit. If it's just a jacket, it's a blazer. There's your J.Crew right there, so you guys can see it. That's what you're looking for. J.Crew Ludlow, smaller size 38 short. Had it listed for $100. Took that offer. I'm fine with that. 10 into 75 all day long. The way I ship suits out. Oh, is this a? Okay, so this is going to be ground. Usually I ship suits in a priority box, a shoe box, but this one I'm obviously not. So this one I will, what do you guys think? Do I put this in a box or do I put it in a larger poly mailer? What do you guys think? Box or larger poly mailer? You let me know. The box is a little bit big, so you let me know. Oh, you're still in it? The Lakers are still in it. Let me know what you guys think. What do we do with that one? Box or poly mailer? Box or poly mailer? Okay, another one of these, $29.99, not via promoted listing. It just sold straight up. Straight up. Newbie here. What's up, newbie? See, guys, we always have newbies. We always have newbies. So I repeat myself often. That's just what we do. Having been a teacher, we repeat ourselves often. Every year. That's just the way it is. So, newbie here. What is up? All right. O'Brien Taylor. Shirt, $32 sold. Promoted at 9%. What do you pay for it? And after all the fees, what does it leave you with? Trying to get an idea of what it made. What is it made on a $20 to $30 item for sure. So, a $30 item or a $32 item promoted, you get about I do 9% and eBay takes about 13%. So we're going to say take 22% off of $33. So you have that right here. And then that shirt was $5. So what's 33 or what's 22 off of 32? I don't know. Whatever it is. Let's just say 25 or something like that. Then take 5 off of that. So you're left with 20 and buyer pays shipping. So on that $32 shirt, I made $20 profit, net profit. So that's how that worked on that shirt. So if I sell an item via promoted listing, when I say promoted listing, eBay gets 22%. If I don't, they get 13%. And I've had a lot more sales come from promoted listings, so I'm going to continue to do it. Some people don't like to, and that's totally fine. If you don't want to promote and you're getting great sales, do that. You're paying less to eBay. But I wasn't seeing that, so I started promoting a little bit higher. I'm starting to see it pay off. The last 2 bins trips, I got 6 complete Brooks Brothers suits. They sit but sell for high prices. Yeah, for sure. We call those, Nick, you already know it because Nick's a pro. He's been doing this a while. We call those long tail items. Suits just sit a longer time. So when I get offers, a lot of times I'm willing to take a pretty good offer, especially with my discount. Okay, you guys are voting for a box. Okay, I got to find a box that fits it. So we're going to go with this 10 cube. So 10 by 10 by 10, 10 by 10 by 10 box. This person's going to be happy they're getting their suit in a box. And sorry, my wife hates that sound. She's like, oh, it's the worst. Put that in a bag, and then I'll put it in the box. Mailer, box, mailer, box. Boxes win. Box for the win. Morning, friend. How many today? What's up, Audra? Talked about you earlier. Had 1 Depop boosted sale. So Depop, I've been getting about 1 a day. That's going to pay for whatever. Nifty or whatever I decide to pay for. You guys, that's always how I think. Pays for Nifty. Whenever I go thrifting, I'm always like, all right, these 2 items pay for everything. The rest is profit. I talk about that often too. How big is the box? It's 10 inches. That's 10 inches. 10. No, I can't act. It is 10-inch box though. It's a 10-inch box. The box is way oversized. I would do a poly mailer for sure. Yeah, 10 inches is fine. I'll be good. I'll be good with that. Oh, that is not. What did I do? Did I just put the wrong thing on there? I think I did. I think I put the wrong thing on there. Ken. Yeah, Ken. This is not yours. I put it over there for a reason. Ken, this is not your item. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not going to work. All right, Ken. All right, Ken. I'm gonna have to reprint your label, which is no problem. I can do that. But Richard is getting this shirt. So Richard's getting that shirt. I'll reprint that label. No big deal. Now we're back on track. The main thing is we don't want to do a switcheroo. You guys know how that goes. Amy D knows the answer to that shipping dimension. I know she does. Where's Amy D at? Where's she at? She loves a box. Where do you get your boxes? Good question, Jennifer. So I get these priority boxes free from USPS.com. I have this shoe box. I have this large mailing box, not flat rate. I have flat rate padded envelopes. They have a little bit of bubble in them. And then I get these Tyvek envelopes. All from USPS.com. They all ship free to your house. You just have to ship those items the way they're intended to be in those different areas. As far as these boxes, I actually get these off eBay. They're not eBay boxes, but they're through a company on eBay. They were cheaper than Amazon. So I stuck with them. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I forget the actual name. I had a feeling to stop at Salvation Army on my way home yesterday. I'm glad I did. I found a Peter Millar all over skull print shorts. 3 all different colors, size 40. Let's go, Sophia. See? Just that little extra stop. I mean, it's like that little extra, if you're a smoker, it's like that extra cigarette, that whatever. I don't do drugs or whatever, but I just can imagine it's that extra little hit. Let me just run that thrift store real quick. And then you get that hit. You're like, all right, now I know. Every time I go by there, I just got to hit it. Just got to hit that thrift store one time. And it pays off. So those 3 things you bought them, let's say $5 each, 15 probably into like at least 100, 15 into 100, I'd say. The absolute worst feeling is when you get the message that someone received the wrong item. Yes. And that happens. You guys think I'm like above other people or something? No, I'm just the same as you. And I can multitask a little bit though. My wife says I can't, but I can. Amy, I'm right here in time in the box talk. Yep. 10 inches, Amy. It's a big one. Another pair of figs. Second pair of figs I've sold. Do you guys want to see figs? Some of you newbies. You want to look for figs. It's pretty much the nicest, like freaking the nicest scrubs. Figs. You're going to look for the cross. It's a little cross, and then somewhere on there it will say figs. So figs do well. Scrubs are $3.99 each where I live. These sold for $16.20. So that's a Nifty sale. Nifty sent out an offer, and someone accepted it. That was my first Nifty sale today so far. How about that? New to selling clothes. Been spamming YouTube videos for about 12 hours a day. That's the way to do it for the last week. Would you look up sell-through rate and sales price for each item before picking up in the beginning? Yes. Slow going in the beginning. Joshua, that's exactly how I got started. And there were only about 4 or 5 people on YouTube back in the day. And I would just watch, the main videos I would watch were just haul videos. People doing haul videos. This is what I got. This is how much it sells for. This is what I got. I learned brands that way. I learned styles, talk about what's going in and out. I'm sure you're here and seeing some of those I do just because that's how I learned. But yeah, I think looking up sell-through rate is important. You guys know how I feel about sell-through rate. You can kind of make your own, but it's important. You have to know if that item is in demand. So if you look up an item, there's 100 listed and 50 sold, and the average selling price is like $30 or $40, and you're paying $5, you can make it 100% sell-through rate if you price at $29, right? So yeah, sell-through rate's important. You need to look it up, and then also you're just looking up how much it sells for. Good morning, Greg. What's up? Hope you're having a great start to your day. And Pacers won. Did you pick up a brand called 10,000 Man Pants? Johnny was embroidered women's skirts. Okay. Yes. So everyone here is going to be like, yeah, Greg, yeah. Johnny was, you pick up just about anything. Yes. Johnny was anything. And then as far as 10,000, yeah, 10,000 is like a Lululemon, Viore, Rhone type of brand. They're pretty expensive. I do pick them up, but I also see them at TJ Maxx, so just beware. I wear figs in Carhartt. Yeah, Kim, why aren't Carhartt scrubs, why don't they have better resale value? I find Carhartt scrubs, I'm like, dude, these are great. They have to be worth, every time I look them up, I just want it to be better, and it's not. The resale value is just not there. I don't understand, but figs, yeah, figs are nice. Everyone tells me that. Short sleeve, Polo Ralph Lauren, Blake shirt, sold for $19.80. Another Nifty sale. All right, so 2 in a row. Nifty sent out an offer. Someone took it. As always, I will always shout out Nifty. Probably the best thing I've done in my resale. Nifty and my photo station are the 2 best things I've done in my resale business in the last 2 years. So adding Nifty, sending out offers, sharing, cross-listing, automation, spreadsheet, everything all in one place. Want to give it a free trial? You're on Vendu doing something different? Trust me, make the move. I have a link at SurfsUpFinds.com, or I'll even put it in here. But I found 3 Johnny Was at the bins yesterday, and the bins was already picked over. I was so excited. Tuesday, how does that even happen? I follow people on Instagram, and they do that. How does that happen? Like, I can't find it in the thrift stores. How is it at the bins? I don't get it. I don't understand. But I'm happy for you. Johnny Was. I remember finding 3 Johnny Was dresses at the thrift stores, and like that was one of the best highs of the year. One of the best highs of the year. Yeah, Whitney says, love Nifty. I know. So yeah, give Nifty a shot. Well, crap. Sold a Tommy Bahama this AM on Depop. 100% silk, margarita print, a credit KOA. Don't ever credit that guy. He probably bought it. That's what he does. He's got so much money these days with all his bales and wholesale and Polo Ralph Lauren. And I'm not bitter, but yeah, he's buying that stuff and pretending like it sells well so people believe when they sell. This is so much more interesting than my full-time job. It is interesting. I have to remind myself often, like if I'm like, my sales are a little bit down, I'm like, I'd rather go harder, list more than go back to that 9 to 5. Not doing it. This sold via promoted listing. This is a Duluth New Tags pair of jeans. These sold for $28.99 Bought these for $7.99. I remember the exact Goodwill I bought these at. I bought 2 per. And these are going out priority padded flat rate. Priority padded flat rate. I do a lot of my jeans that way. What's up, Brian? We're preaching. I know you've been in here, but we'll preach. We'll keep preaching. If you had tags that went 50% off at your Goodwill, would you take the time to look at that color as well? Joshua, yes. When I was in Chicago, they got rid of it. Nick's watching. They would have half price colors. And I did when I was there. I pretty much looked at the new colors at half price because Bearded and I would be in and out of the stores. And he'd yell at me if I took too long. So, yes. Just because you might be able to find like Levi's or American Eagle jeans, there's a whole group. I talked about this last slide. There's a whole category, tons of categories of stuff that you can buy for half off, $1, $2, whatever, $3, and sell it for that $15 price. Whereas I wouldn't buy it at $5 to $7 and sell it for $15. Most people wouldn't. With selling 2 to 3% daily inventory, now I'm down to 0.7 to 1.2. So let's just say 1%. Have you noticed a recent decline in sales? Steven, not on eBay. My sales have been good on eBay. But remember, I'm only listing spring and summer all the time because I hoard all that stuff and I have boxes of it. So I'm only listing spring and summer, and that's all that's selling. So 2 to 3% is really good. I aim for 1 to 2%. So that's still good to be able to sell 1% of your inventory every day. That's, in my opinion, that's good. I missed your show for a while. Sorry, Sandra. It's all good. Not mad. Did Nifty have a previous name? Yeah. Or service? I thought used a different one. Yes. So Nifty used to be called Autoposher, and they changed their name. Same person, same owner, same creator, all that stuff. But they just thought Autoposher was too much like Poshmark. People would see it and say, oh, it's only for Poshmark because it's Autoposher. So just a name change. Same everything, just a name change. So if Posh before, here it is, right? Looks the exact same. Everything looks the same. There's your little Posh bot thing, but it's just called Nifty now. So same thing. Anything special about Levi's white tab, or is it just silver tab? White tab, I don't know. I can't recollect if I've seen white tab on men's, but yeah, silver tab's what you're looking for. Silver tab does really well with Levi's. I have no clue how it happened. I was at the bins located, never been before. It seemed like people were just through real quick in the bins, knew and never went back. Yeah, that happens. People tell me all the time, like, let the t-shirt boys go through and do their thing and then go look through, because a lot of those people, they don't care. They don't want that stuff. I'll always talk about these, picking these up. You guys know, anytime I see a Disney logo, it could be Grumpy breaking a golf club over his leg, or whatever, Disney Cruise, Mickey Mouse, whatever, in a good brand like Nike or something like that, I always pick it up. They always sell well. People are always going to Disney, buying stuff, and then redonating it because they probably didn't like Disney or they're not going back. So that sold for $27, whereas that would have probably sold for about I don't know, $17.99, $16.99 if it didn't have that little Disney guy. So yeah. Also, if you will, I put out a new video this morning. It was very spur of the moment yesterday. I went to a sale and I got some really good stuff. So I thought, you know what? I just share it. It's just a Bolo video type of deal. But yeah, that guy canceled his order. Dang, I hate when they cancel their orders. I have 4 Duluth dresses. Someone sent me a message asking to buy all 4. Guess I will be doing a first bundle, fingers crossed. Sure, I can figure it out. I'm new to eBay. Okay, Francis, congratulations with that. The way I do it, Francis, the way I do bundles, when someone says, hey, I want those 4 Duluth dresses, I say, no problem. Go ahead and buy all of them. And then once I pack and ship it, I'll refund you the difference in shipping price. So if they pay shipping for all 4 of them, you'll refund 3 of the shippings. Sometimes when people do a bundle like that, sometimes they'll be like, they'll ask for a deal or something like that. And I'll say, hey, you buy them all. I'll refund all the shipping. I'll ship it for free. That's how I do it. Wait for carts all day or hit multiple locations. Joshua, good question. I guess it's personal preference. I hit multiple locations because every location I go to, it's just different. Yeah, I hit multiple locations. There are many people at locations that will sit out all day long waiting for carts, especially in the evenings and the afternoons. But not me. Not me. That's up to you. Totally up to you. Again, another one of these, buy it for 10, sell for $29.99. That one sold via promoted listing too. How about orange tab Levi's? Yes. So that was the first item I shipped in this live. Orange tab pair of denim jorts, jean shorts, right? What they sell for? $24 on Depop. Of course they sold on Depop. Where else would you expect it? I sold a pair of soccer cleats, and the guy sent me an offer. I accepted it, and they canceled it right away. Whatever. Relisted it. Polo Ralph Lauren, new without tags. Bought these a while ago. $27. Paid these I actually paid $7.99 each for. Polo Ralph Lauren, new without tags. I'm not really going to talk about that. It's nothing big for you guys. But good morning from Calhoun. What's up, Bucky? What's up, Buckies? Hey. Okay, guys. So basically, my wife and I love vacationing. Okay, you guys know that. And cruises are our favorite. So a lot of times we'll look into something and then we'll be like, just book it. Just book it. We did. So we're going on a cruise in like less than 40 days for a friend's 50th birthday party. We were going to Hawaii. We're going on a cruise instead, which is cheaper, which is good. Then next New Year's, we're going on a cruise. And then we just booked next spring break. And we booked it on an expensive cruise. We've never paid this much for a cruise ship, but it's going to be the biggest ship in the world. Doesn't mean it's the best, but it's the biggest. And it comes out later this year. It's called Star of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. It's a sister ship of Icon. So the reason I say that is because it's out of Port Canaveral, which we drive to. So we won't have to pay for plane tickets. And that means we'll be going by Buc-ee's in Calhoun, Georgia. That's where all that came from. You guys saw I just posted a picture of me taking pictures of this shirt. Maybe like less than a week, just on Saturday. Actually, Saturday, it already sold. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. This is an extra large. Has that red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue always does well. Polo Ralph Lauren. Sold for $23.99 for one of these shirts that I don't get too often. Yeah. eBay doesn't make it easy to bundle at all. No, it's not like Poshmark. Poshmark, people buy a bundle and you just ship it. eBay doesn't make it easy. Royal Caribbean all the way. Let's go. Thank you there. Dress shirts. Yep. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, Royal Caribbean. We've been on one Royal Caribbean before, and it was good as like the Independence or something of the seas. This is going to be a whole different. We always go on Carnival. We're just used to it. The prices are cheaper. I'm diamond. No, I'm not. I'm platinum. So we get like the perks used to be good. Now they're not that great. But yeah, the new Carnival ships are good. We're fine with those, but we're going to try this one. Gone on Norwegian, Disney, Carnival, Holland American, and Royal Caribbean. Al Unser Sr. Al Unser Sr. shirt. This is a vintage Indianapolis Motor Speedway Indianapolis 500 shirt. He is well known. He's won 4 of them. There's only, I think, 4 people who've won 4. Elio Castroneves, you might have heard of him. He's one of the others. So this sold for $38.70. That was also a nifty sale. $38.70. How about that? I found 2 Dean women's jean size 24 sold in 2 minutes after listing. Not Dean. Doen. Doen? D-O-E-N. Y'all can see that on the screen. Juliet, there you go. I've never heard of that, but now I know. D-O-E-N. Okay, got to remember that brand. When those new carts roll out, I'm looking at women's, kids, all of it. Kids stuff, it's like always Carter's. Always Carter's. Always Carter's. Here is, so I bought all these Harley-Davidson shirts. I typically don't buy Harley-Davidson t-shirts anymore. They just don't sell well. These were all $2.99 a piece. And so I bought them. I bought them all. This is a 3XL, sold for $13.99 overseas, international shipping. So $2.99 and $13.99, and I bought 6 of them or something, so they're pretty easy to list. I just sold similar. Am I promoting at 7% or 7%? I don't see much of a difference. Yeah, so when it comes to promoting, it's just trial and error. You can try 2% for a week or two, see how it does. Try your 7%, see how it does. Try 9%. I know it hurts, but if you're selling a lot more, like me, I'm like, I'm going to keep it at 9%. Go down to 5, see how it works. K-Way's talked about he's changed his lower, and he's seen the same amount of sales. So just toy around with it. What makes something vintage? How old is vintage? Good question. When it comes to clothing, vintage is 20 years or older when it comes to clothing. With hard goods, it could be different. Antiques, I know is different. But with clothing, 20 years and older is considered vintage. I picked up a Nicey Chelsea jersey. Let's go. That's a soccer, for those of you who want to know. And it has a patch on the bottom saying engineered by professionals. Yep, apparently if it's silver, then it's a replica jersey. If it's gold, then it's a player worn or distributed. Got you. Greg, yeah, so right down here at the bottom, like this tag right here, it'll be just a little small tag. It'll say engineered, like you said, engineered, da-da-da-da-da. There you go. Doing Mushroom says, I've found that brand before. It's a good one. Just wanted to share. Not sure if you already knew. I did not. I knew about the engineered, but not about the doer. What's up, Luigi? Where you been? Nifty is working great for me, mostly for Poshmark. I don't have a Depop account yet. Mercari, no sales at the moment. Okay. Glad Nifty. I know Luigi's new to Nifty. Yeah. Working great for Poshmark. It's really good for Poshmark and eBay. Guess what? If it makes you feel any better, I haven't had a sale on Mercari because I'm looking right here, not over the weekend and not since the weekend. I haven't had a sale on Mercari since the middle of last week. So no sales on Mercari, using Nifty, cross-listing everything over there, sending out offers. So you're not alone, but get Depop and boost your store. I've had 3 sales on Depop. That pays for your Nifty. I found some boots at a yard sale this past Saturday for $10 and sold within 30 minutes of listing for full asking price, $147 plus shipping. Let's go. What type of boots were they? Were they like Lucchese or something? That's really good. Okay, these shorts, they kind of sat for me, but they're starting to sell a little bit. RLX polos, I don't get a ton of, but the RLX shorts, they sell pretty good. They sell okay. These sold for $18.99 via promoted listing on eBay. $18.99 via promoted listing on eBay. What are your top 5 categories to look when you are thrifting? Joshua, let me show you. So if I'm looking at my top 5 categories when I'm thrifting, that's also going to be my top 5 selling categories, right? Top 5 selling categories. So I can show you that using Nifty. I use Nifty's analytics. Come over to analytics. I'm going to go over to my insights. So Nifty will keep track of everything you sell. Go to insights, and this is right here. Top selling categories. Here's your answer. Casual button-down shirts, polos, shorts, pants, athletic. So this time of year, these are the things that are selling best. So these are kind of what I'm looking for, which makes sense. But in the wintertime, I'm definitely in the jacket section first. Jackets section first. But this is the thing. These are what's selling best right now for me. So those are the sections I'm going for. And that's in the past, what, 4 weeks? 4 weeks. 4 weeks. How are my sales? Average sales are down a little bit, I guess. A little bit. Average selling price. And these prices will go down. These numbers will go down as the summer wears on. Again, remember my average selling price is around that like $22-ish. So yeah, Hopefully that answers that question. Man, I must be ancient. If 20 is vintage, I know. I was a freshman in college 20 years ago. So that's what's crazy. I look at my pictures, I'm like, yep, that Ed Hardy. That Ed Hardy is popular. Dude, could you please help me navigate Ralph Lauren? There's so many options for their button up, button downs. I'm just lost which ones to sell well. Okay, so this one we'll talk about later. We'll just the final sale. But right now, let's talk about just two types. Okay, so button down or button up. They're button down if the collar's button down. Either way, let's just call them a button shirt. These button striped shirts are selling really well right now. And I only get them with a letter. So not with the number like 16 and a half, has to be a letter. That's how I get them. These and these stripes sell well right now. If you get a gingham check, watch my YouTube video. I have a couple on there. I just put it out this morning. Gingham check. They sell pretty quickly for me too. I'm pricing all of these between $18 and $22 and I'm promoting them. That's how I'm doing well on them. If it's a polo shirt that's just a 3-button like this in used condition, I'm almost always passing those up because they're just washed out looking. But yeah, Polo Ralph Lauren, there's a lot to go into it. My sales are slow. Wanda, we're going to list more, we're going to send out offers, and we're going to promote. I think that will all help your sales. Trying to set up my eBay store in proper categories. Yep, 100 plus items. I tried to edit in bulk. Nope. Is there a good video you can recommend on making it easier rather than? I don't know, Pamela. Hopefully there's a way to do that. So what Pamela is talking about is on eBay, if you have a store, we'll go to my eBay. If you go to your store on eBay, it'll look like this. So you have your storefront, you have your little this, your little that, and then you're going to have your different categories. So people can click on your men's clothing, your women's clothing, your men's shoes. And this is also good because when you do a sale, you can do a sale on all your women's shoes or all your vintage clothing or all your denim. So this is my storefront. So they just got a store and they're trying to put stuff in specific categories. I don't know how to do that. I had to do it manually too, I think, when I first got a store. I think something is wrong with my Mercari. Do y'all promote? I literally haven't sold anything for 3 months. My Mercari sucks too, Tuesday. Sucks too. Mine's also pretty bad. Rather than item by item, thanks in advance. Pamela, yeah, I don't know. That's going back to the store thing. Oh, those boots right there. There you go. I've seen those before. Good. Western Moto, taller boots, trending for women's for summer. Audra always knows what's trending. She watches a lot of shorts, videos, TikToks, whatever we call them, reels. She watches a lot of those by like influencers and stylists. She sends them to me, which I appreciate. Can you please help me navigate Ralph Lauren? Oh, got that one. Sales slow in the past week. Do you have a code for Nifty? I'm sorry, just joining. Yeah, I do. And it helps the channel. So yeah. So Nifty, again, give it a free trial. It's the bomb. It's the bomb. You can go, I'll give you 2 examples what you can do if you're just now joining. Boop. Sorry for all the mouse sound. I don't like to use my mouse pad. Whoops. I don't like to use my mouse pad. There's that. But you can also just go on to, I made a website. If you guys are new, I made a website, just SurfsUpFinds.com. And there is my Nifty coupon. If you're new to Whatnot, you can do like the $15 for free on Whatnot. My eBay store, if you want to look at how I take my pictures or you want to look at any of my stuff, no one buys stuff from my store. I don't put it up there. I just put it up there to be transparent because a lot of people used to not put their stores or whatever. I do. I could care less. So you guys can go look at my eBay store. The Amazon products I use, and then that's for like local pickups or whatever. So yeah, there you go. This is another good question. Do you think Nifty has increased your overall sales profits by using eBay only? Yes, 100%. So I'm going to go back to it because people have these questions. When I first got Nifty, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I did not cross list. I only had eBay. So when I first got Nifty, it was $35 a month, but now it's $25 a month if you just want to do eBay. And what it did was it did all the recreates on eBay and it sent out offers all day long for $25 a month. My sales increased by a ton. If you guys watched me a year ago or longer, you know, I talked about it. You guys know, and you guys that have it, you guys know it. Like I couldn't keep up. It was a significant difference just for that $25 a month one. And then I decided to start cross-listing, and that was another really good decision I made. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. Nick says Mercari is dead for him, too. eBay is super strong. I think Mercari drove the sellers and buyers all at once. Yeah, when Mercari did all those changes, I think they really shot themselves in the foot. Yeah, eBay is still strong for me. This is a good question, Brittany, because I had that question last time. Can you write off the promoted listing percentage for taxes? No. I'm not a tax professional, but I'm pretty sure I can tell you no. Because you're paying taxes on the profit you made on that item. It doesn't matter what the percentage, what the platform takes, whatever. When it comes down to it, you paid $5 after Poshmark took all their fees and whatever. You made a $10 profit on the item. You're paying taxes on that $10. Even if you promote it, whatever, it doesn't matter. You made $10 on it. On eBay, you bought it for $5. It sold for whatever. You did promoted listings and everything. You made a $10 profit on the item. You are paying taxes on that $10 profit. You cannot do the promoted listing. That's just, you're paying to play. It's just a higher percentage. So eBay's 13%, Poshmark's 20%. Can't write off those. That's what they get. Hey, sirs, what size is your storage unit? What size is my unit? It's at least, no, it's not big. I mean, my storage unit, it's not that big. I can tell you. If I have measuring tape. Measuring tape right here. Thought I had measuring tape. Okay, maybe I don't. It's probably 4 or 5 by 10. It's 4 or 5 feet by 10. Something like that. It's not very big. I stack it high. I bought a ton of MLS jackets and jerseys on a whatnot for super cheap since everyone was else going for crazy the other major league sports. Oh, got you. So you were buying the MLS stuff, which is great. MLS is Major League Soccer. It's America's soccer, North America's soccer, United States soccer. It does really well. Yeah, that's good. Everyone else is going for Chelsea, Manchester United, all the European leagues. That's great. Does Audra have a Facebook or YouTube we can learn? Audra has been talking here and there about doing a little social media stuff. So if that's any incentive, Audra, that would be good to share all that stuff or just post it or to repost it or whatever. All the stuff you have that's good information. She's part of the Surfs seller. She's in the Surfs reseller community, but yeah, she sells or she has a lot of information. Yes, Nifty increased my sales and quickly. I have the $69.99 service. I do mostly sales on eBay at the moment. Yep. So right away, quickly, and I noticed it. Yep. 100%. Agree with you. What does it cost to Nifty for eBay and Posh only? $25 just for eBay or Posh. If you want both of them, it's just $35. If you're not cross-listing, it's just $25 or $35. I just signed up for Nifty using your link. Thanks. I've already sold 2 things because it sent out offers. And I just do the eBay part right now because I'm too nervous to get into anything. Love it, and it's only day 2. There you go. There's a testimony. Okay, listen, Victoria. A lot of people told me to do it. Mostly every day was Ethan and K-Way. You need a cross list. Yeah, but I'm doing well on eBay and I want to stick to one thing. I don't want to overwhelm myself. And You need to create a Poshmark, at least a Poshmark right today. And you need to start cross-listing right today to Poshmark. You'll get sales right away. And it's so easy. Poshmark is so easy. So easy. It's easier than eBay. Especially if you list on eBay and cross-list to Poshmark, you have to don't do anything. Trust me. Just do it. Get Poshmark rolling. Mercari and Depop, Poshmark, get it rolling. Thanks. I'm on eBay currently. Have about 8 sales a day. That's really good. Jumped on a Nifty. Haven't jumped on a Nifty yet, but may start cross-listing soon. You need to. You're going to make more sales. That's plain and simple. In my opinion, Mercari is only good for toys, makeup, and perfume. Only some hard goods. That's a good statement, Mushroom Lover, because Bearded sells a decent amount on Mercari, and he sells a lot of hard good type stuff. Toys, you guys know he sells a lot of toys. He's just a big kid. So yeah, good point. There you guys, you're reading it now. It's a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren cargo shorts. They're kind of heavier, you know, the thicker, heavier kind. These are pretty quick sellers for me. They don't sell for a ton, but they sell pretty quick come summer. These sold for $18. $18. Guessing had it been a Nifty sale, because I do 10% off, so I was probably listed at 20 or something like that. These are going out in a poly mailer. Promoted fees will be included in your eBay fees. Yep, exactly. So just be like, whatever you promote at will be eBay fees plus that. Put this in here. So again, putting it in an eBay poly mailer. If you have an eBay store, you get money or coupons towards eBay shipping supplies, which is nice. I always buy these poly mailers, or I always use my coupon towards these poly mailers. I like these. These are really good. These are really good. I don't ship a lot of big items this time of year, especially. This is a Kjus, another Kjus. I sold out one earlier on Poshmark. Kjus. This is a brand to be on the lookout for. You're not going to find it very often. The brand is Kjus. I know that's hard to see. There you go. That's a good view. Kjus. And you're going to see that little hit on the back. That little K on the back. This even has a logo on the front of a tree. It's a local golf course. $21.99 is what it sold for. I paid $5. Thanks. You're welcome. Brian, check out on that eBay promotion fees. That is advertisement. Check on the eBay promotion fees. That is advertisement. Okay. Talk to your CPA. Okay. Good point. Again, I'm not a CPA. So what I would do is talk to your CPA and say, listen, I promote my items on eBay. And that's basically, I'm paying to advertise. I'm paying eBay to advertise 9% of my sales. Can I write that off as advertisement? That would be your approach with your CPA. Good. You know what? I'm going to do that, Brian. That's a good question. That's a good question. If I can't get a $20 profit in my pocket after fees expensive, I'm not listing it. Yeah. So D Jones, when I was part-time, that was my approach as well. If I can't get a $20 bill after fees and shipping and everything, I wasn't going to pick it up. I just didn't have the time. But now that I'm full-time, I do a ton of $10 to $20 profit items. It's just part of my job now. But when I was part-time, yeah. There you go. There you go. Boom. Soccer and minor league baseball do good too. Yeah. And yeah, minor league baseball. I didn't know about that. Caleb, good morning. Caleb. Okay. Number one, you guys don't follow Caleb Sells. You guys, if you don't already follow him on YouTube, follow him. Really good reseller, really good guy. You'll love his personality. And he gives tons of information, tons of bolos, all that stuff for free. Another guy that doesn't try to sell you stuff. Okay, that being said, that's all the good stuff. He did a whatnot last night at 8 p.m. The Pacers were playing. So ain't no one going to watch your whatnot when the Pacers are playing and coming back with 50 seconds left, but down by 7 and winning the game to come over and play your team in your city, the Cavaliers. So we're coming for you, Caleb, and we're going to be beating you. That's between me and him. Everyone else can ignore that conversation other than go follow him. But yeah, I had triple the sales on Depop compared to Poshmark. Dang, that's something to be impressed about. I'm impressed. My Depop sales do not beat my Poshmark sales. Good for you. Is your label printer Bluetooth, or do you know one that is? Yes, my label printer is not Bluetooth. My label printer is a dinosaur. Its name is Dymo 4XL. I bought it when they were like $350. I bought it in probably 2017 or 16 or 18, somewhere along in there. And yeah, they're expensive. Now, they're not. They're not expensive. What I have is what I recommend to people and they use it. I recommend two things. So if you go to SurfsUpFinds.com, you'll see Amazon products I use. And these are all the products I use. This is a very, very popular printer right here for under $100. And you can see it's Bluetooth. So if you go to SurfsUpFinds.com and you go to the products I use, these are all the things you literally see me using right now. These are the picture that you see me using this earlier. These, the tape gun, all this stuff. All the stuff I use. This is, by the way, is the best thing on earth if you have an iPad. But there you go. Or another option is just go to YouTube and type in best Bluetooth thermal printer. And they'll probably have like someone will have done a review on like 5 or 6 of them. And then you can kind of decide from there. Usually they put like a more expensive one, a basic one, and a budget one. I do that with a lot of things. Mercari has been great for kids clothing. There we go. The very highest Nifty plan is $3 per day, and most people don't need that plan. It's a weird internal thing we have with ourselves not to value our time enough. I know it's psychology. Nick, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about like psychology with finances, the market, all this stuff. Yeah, we don't want to pay to help ourselves. To help ourselves in this instant get more sales, right? We don't want to pay to get more sales. So I already have an old eBay to sell a couple things over the years. Now going to resell as a business. Can I start a new eBay account or not? Do I need to use my address, etc.? Okay, for safety. Good question. Well, I'm putting your name on there for safety. But I had a different eBay from 2001 till I started social media in 2022. Was that when I started? Yeah, 2023. So from 2001 to 2023, my eBay store was one name and it was not SurfsUpFinds. Once I started social media, I changed everything over. All I did was just go into eBay, edit my name, edit my picture. That's all I did. I also then about a year later or less, I got a P.O. box because my wife didn't want a lot of packages, get returns coming to our door and all this stuff. She just didn't want all that. She wanted to know where our address was. No problem. I got a P.O. box. I write it off every year. So you pay for it up front, but then you write it off your profits at the end of the year. So yes, I changed my name, had my same eBay store, and to answer your question, I got a P.O. box, but that's up to you. Wayne, K-Way Shop uses his own address still for whatnots, for everything. So good morning. How often or how do you offset the percentage difference between eBay, Poshmark on Nifty? So that's another good question. So if you wanted to offset, you guys know when I go live, we talk and answer questions. So deal with it. Deal with it. So the question is, eBay has 9% shipping, or eBay has 13% fees on your items when they sell. Poshmark has a 20% fee. So the question is, how can you, I'm going to sync this. I'm going to bring some inventory in so we can do it. How can you offset that? I'll show you. I personally don't offset it. In fact, on eBay now I promote my items. So really across Poshmark and eBay, a lot of my items I get 20% fees on, around 20% because eBay is like 21, 22 now. But so right now I just synced 22 items over to Nifty. So that's how easy it is to bring all my items from eBay. This is what you could do. If you wanted to cross-list it to Poshmark, this is probably obvious to a lot of people, but you could just hit the list on Poshmark and then just change the price. You can change the price to $22 to offset the cost, or $20 to offset the cost. So I can offset the cost to $20. Boom. So now you'll see that it's cross-listed over to Poshmark. On eBay, it's $18.99. On Poshmark, it's $20. And then when you cross-list to Mercari, it's $20 again. So what I would recommend, let's do that. What I would recommend is when you have an item, we'll cross-list it over to Mercari first at that $23.99. And then we'll cross-list it over to Depop for $23.99 because that's how much it is I have on eBay. So $23.99, you can see the price right there. And then we'll cross-list it over to Poshmark last. And that's where we'll change the price to compensate for the fees, the seller fees. So you can totally do that if you want to. I don't. I just simply cross-list all the way through. So you can see I have quite a few items to cross-list, but you see how quick it is? You can see I just cross-list all the way through. Boom. Super easy. Do you dry clean suits before selling? I bought Brooks Brothers, bought for $8. Good price, Francis. No, I don't dry clean my suits or anything. Never. I don't steam them. I don't dry clean them. Nothing. The only time I might would be if it's like a $300 suit and it might smell like smoke or something like that. I'll pay to get it dry cleaned. But I've done that with one jacket one time ever. I have the highest plan on Nifty in my sales I get from one day since using the platform pays for the subscription. There you guys go. Can't talk about, I can sit here and talk about it all day long, but everyone knows. So if you're wondering, it's going to help your sales, especially through summer slowdown. Guys, summer slowdown is coming. Just know it's coming. It will be here. July, August are slower months. So when I'm on here in July and August talking and your sales are slow, there you go. Caleb sells as him. Caleb sells, you know what? No, he's not him. Caleb sells is not him, or he's not awesome until after the Pacers beat the Cavs. Then he can go back to being awesome and him. But from now until then, like K-Way and I with the Titans and Colts, hate that dude. As you're packing, how are you keeping track of which label goes to each package? I'm not seeing how you're doing that. Good question. So the way I do it, again, there's new people in here. All my items are categorized per like items. So what I do is I get all my items that have sold, and I start at the very bottom. I find that item in that bin. I know exactly where they are. This bin right here is the cargo shorts bin. That's where I got those polo shorts. Go to that bin, get that item, put it down. Go all the way through. So 20-something items, put them down. Then when I print off my labels, it prints in the order of my phone. So when I click on it, it's that label. The next item, it's the next label. The next item, it's the next label. And I just double check and make sure it's that I don't flip flop. So I'm just looking at the name, making sure it's going to the right person. For example, this is a Neiman Marcus 100% cashmere sweater. Women's, proud of me, 100% cashmere Neiman Marcus sweater. It's going to Sophie, and the label says it's going to Sophie. So that's how I do that. Caleb had a whatnot show yesterday. Yes, he did. He did at 8 o'clock, and I already gave him a hard time about it because it was during the Pacers game. That should be illegal. That should be illegal. Him and K-Way both did. There that goes. Surfed, I used a trial on Nifty, and it sold 37 of the 50 coins I had in inventory. Boom, there you go. With the trial, just a trial. Go do it for free. Come on, brother. Hey, oh my gosh, I'm way back in these. There's Caleb right there. There's Caleb right there. What about them Pistons? Hell yeah. I was rooting for the Pistons. I do not like the Knicks. If you know the Pacers and the Knicks, we have a history. I don't like the Knicks. They don't like us more, but I don't like the Knicks. Any idea how to cancel an order on Depop? Customer bought, then immediately canceled. Google says to refund the buyer, but I can't find to cancel on Depop. Yes. So you're going to have to do it from your mobile device. So you can't do it from your computer. You can do it from your phone or your iPad, whichever one you have Depop on. You can't do it from your computer. You have to do it from your mobile device. Hey, sir, so I have a dinosaur Dymo as well. Are you able to print Poshmark labels on it? I've yet to figure it out. Yep. Piece of scrap. I print all my labels on it. Yep. So you'll be able to figure it out. Caleb says, thanks, Josh and Sophia. Get that guy out of here for the next 2 weeks. Good morning from Chicago. What's up, Chi-Town? I love Chi-Town. I love Chicago so much. My cheap ass Jaden's printer is amazing. There you go, Jaden's. Yeah, a lot of people have Jaden's too. I print, you know what? Okay, hold on. I print my thank you stickers, my coupons, everything. That $55 Bluetooth printer. I love it. There you guys go. Jaden's printer. I have a Jaden's printer. They sent me one to promote, right? You know, like they want me, they want me to talk about it because people watch my channel, all that stuff. I didn't because I don't use it. I don't ever talk about things I don't use. So I still have a Jaden's printer in a box upstairs that I'll open when this dinosaur finally goes away. So there you go. I actually thought about using my Jaden's printer for thank you stickers. That's a good idea. But yeah, Jaden's printer is another one. How about something called KY Jelly using your Amazon recommended? Nick, that's on my OF Amazon recommended. How did you find that? What did you find? How'd you find that? Yeah, KY Jelly. You can find that all over on my OF Amazon account. I have all the good stuff. KY Jelly, beads, all sorts of things. A Mushroom, what's up? Do you think the thrift store will increase their prices with tariffs on retail, everything being increased, we're told? Yeah, so Debbie, I think that's we're just gonna have to play that by ear. You guys know I follow the markets closely, and it's just whether you're a Trump fan or not. This is the world we live in right now, and we're doing tariffs. We're doing reciprocal tariffs. So we're going to tariff all these countries, which means we're going to charge them to bring those items in, which is going to hurt like Lululemon bringing items in, or Nike. If you look at Nike stock, it's down a lot because that really hurt their stock. That's part of the reason why. So then the prices will go up. That's the whole point. Our prices will go up is what they're thinking and saying. I don't know. Trump put a pause, or the administration put a pause for 90 days on tariff on countries that have responded saying we'll negotiate with tariffs. So who knows? Who knows? It could be one extreme where the tariffs are high and we pay a lot of money, or the other countries say we need you too much and we'll not have tariffs and you won't have tariffs, and things will be the same price. So we'll just see how it is. I don't know. All I know is in that a recessionary environment, we actually thrive. People are looking to buy that Lululemon for a little bit cheaper price because they can't afford it, so they might look for used. 2020 was great for me. Even though it was different, we were in like recession for a second, and then they started putting out all that money. How can you figure out our Terex pants style? I can't find any of the pairs I picked up yesterday. I paid $8 each. Did I overpay? They're in great condition. You know what? Unfortunately, I think you overpaid for those Arc'teryx, $8 a piece. So just DM me, and I feel bad for you. I'll give you $10 a piece for those. I'll let you make a little bit money. I'll DM you. I'll Venmo you right away. Just send them to me. That's what I recommend. But if you want to know the style and you decide to sell them, I'm guessing that little number at the bottom of the tag, there's a little number, CA. There's a little number. This one says CA 34438. That might give the style number. This one's new with tags, so I can see if it's on there. 3448. It's not on there. I don't know. You might just have to Google Lens it. But again, send them to me. I would totally get a P.O. box. It's scary that you can just go to the Google and type in your address. You get a satellite view of your house. I know. You know what, though? I feel like people could figure out a way to do that anyways. I know. So be it. But yeah, I do all my stuff from a P.O. box. Returns, shipments, stuff like that. Also, eBay takes 13% of the entire order, including shipping costs. I believe Poshmark charges their percentage on the item only. There you go. Yeah, true. They take it on the shipping cost too. Oh, here's one. Do you have a video that goes over packing, shipping shoes, different types? Do you ship most shoes in priority shoebox, even if eBay suggests ground shipping? Or do you only use priority, expensive type of shoes, Poshmark shoe sales? Do any of your shoes do you find poly mailer? Sorry for the long question, but I'm afraid to pull the trigger on listing shoes because I don't want to lose money on shipping. So good question, Jenny. I'll just put that up there. I don't know if everyone will be able to see it all. Yeah, it's kind of chopped out. This is what I'll say. I'll just tell you right now. I don't have a video on it. So on Poshmark with shoes, I ship everything in a shoe box. You can get these free from USPS.com, and it doesn't cost you any extra to ship in this box. So if you're selling shoes on Poshmark, this is the way to go. And if you're scared to lose money, you will not lose any money on Poshmark doing it this way. eBay, whenever I sell tennis shoes, so running shoes or whatever, I actually ship them in a poly mailer. So running shoes, I ship in a poly mailer, and I've had no issues with it. Now, if you don't want to lose money, you need to put in the weight of the shoes and the dimensions of whatever box you're putting them in. If you're putting them in a big box like this because Amy D wants you to, or they're cowboy boots, you have to put in the dimensions and the weight. You can even send out shoes like this. If I have a $200 pair of shoes on eBay, I'll send them out in a priority box like this. And I'll put priority. That's a priority box. Put the dimensions. So priority box, dimensions, and weight. That's what you'll do. And if that was a lot for me to say, just go back and rewatch this at the 111-minute mark. Or 1 hour and 11 minutes. I don't know how it is. Do you guys ever heard of Wonder Brand? I found 2 pairs of pants, insane prices. I haven't, Jeremy. Like I said to you guys, because it is all of us. I just bought Bluetooth thermal printer from Walmart. Dang. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. And here's someone who knows a little bit about the thing. So having done this a long time, Chris at Peak has done this a long time. Go follow Chris at Peak. If you guys don't already, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the places. He knows his reselling, and he probably bought a thermal printer back in the day when I bought them when they were expensive. Now you can buy them at Walmart for probably under $100. And the one I showed you earlier on Amazon, he uses that one. It's the ID PRT. I think he uses that one. The Jadens. Point is, the ones that are under $100 are still probably better than the one that I paid $350 for like 6 or 7 years ago. So to answer Chris's question, did you say the Pacers beat the Cavs? The Pacers are going to beat the Cavs, Peak. They're going to beat the Cavs. That's what's going to happen. We won an awesome game last night to win the series, and now we're going to play the Cavs and beat Caleb's team. I sell the local flea market to help summer slow down. There you go. Yeah, another good way. Sell on marketplace too, guys. Spread your wings. And then you can even use that momentum going into the fall and winter to maybe get more sales because you found another way to sell. How often do you list items that are new without tags? All the time. All these shirts right here that I've been listing, I know these have tags on them, but I'm listing them new without tags because the tag is cut. That's what Polo does with their wholesale. So new without tags is how I'm listing these. I do it often. If I find an item and I'm positive that it's new without tags, I'll list it at new without tags. Mushroom Lover, I have the same printer. It's a beast. There you guys go. Do you recommend allowing offers if just starting to get cash flow or to buy more inventory? Both. Buy more inventory, good stuff, get quality, good inventory, and yeah, allow offers. Allow offers for sure. I would definitely recommend allowing offers because at the end of the day, you know how much you can take on that item and you can decide if you want to take that offer or not. You have control. People might be turned off by not allowing offers. So yeah, I would allow offers and just focus on getting those good items. There's another printer. There you guys go. Man, I must be way back in these comments. The Posh label is hidden in your settings somewhere. There you go. From Nick. If you had to change it within Poshmark, you just can't change the size. There you guys go. Whoever was asking about label printing from Poshmark. That'd be a very rude price, gouging since there's no tariff donation. I know, right? Tariffs will help eBay sales. I agree. Heading to the Goodwill bins. Wish me luck. Good luck rolling with stones. Is it easy to ship on Depop? It's super easy. Depop is so easy. It's 2 buttons. You click on the item, then you literally click print shipping label. It's just 2 buttons. Where the other platforms, you got to go through 4 or 5 buttons. Super easy on Depop to ship. I see you don't put a thank you sticker. Starting to think it's a waste. No one leaves reviews. It's totally preference. I just talked about Chris at Peak. He does he always has it. I don't know if he still does. He does a handwritten thank you note to every buyer he has and puts it in. Really good customer service. A thank you sticker. Better customer service than what I do. Customer service is important. It's up to you. I don't do it. I still sell plenty of stuff. I don't have a lot of repeat buyers. And I don't even look at my reviews now that I've been doing it so long. As long as I don't have negative reviews, I don't look at like how many I get. I'm kidding about the Arc'teryx. Back of the care tag usually has Arc'teryx model name. Let's look at that. See, dang it, Caleb. I can't even talk bad about you. All right. Back of the care tag has the name. It does. Holy crap. See, at least I give good advice. Go follow Caleb. So there you go. The care tag right there. After all of the Asian written language, it says conceal short 11-inch men's. Boom. Dang it, Caleb. I want to dislike you with the cast right now. Stop doing stuff like that. Could you talk about how to promote items in a little more detail? Like what percentage we're supposed to be using on eBay, for example, they suggest 12. Okay. So when it comes to promoting, it's up to you. What I would say is play with it. Toy around. If you're looking to promote, I'll show you what you need to do. If you're looking to promote on eBay, this is how you can start. Go to your eBay, go to sell, and all your items will come up here. All your active listed items. You want to click actions. This will select all. So you're going to edit all. You can go back and rewatch this. Edit all of your listings. Man, if I get under 1,000, that is not good. I've been listing consistently. So you're editing all of your items. This is a good way to bulk edit everything in a lot of other categories too. You're going to click this so it highlights all of your items. Bulk edit. You can see all the things you can do to bulk edit. Go all the way down to down here to promoted listings. So here you go. I'm already promoting, but I'm going to update it. So you update it, and then you click your add rate. Now, eBay will give you 2 options. You can apply their suggested rate, which I don't do. I do my single fixed rate. So here is where you can do 3% or 5%. I do 9% now. So you save it and apply. And it might not do on some, and then you submit it. It might not submit on some of mine because I have offers already sent out through Nifty, or it might. It looks like it's going to. Okay, so now all of mine have 9% promotion. 9% promotion. Hopefully that helped you out. Anyone in Northwest Ohio, there's a new Goodwill opening around Toledo, Ohio this weekend. There you guys go. Anyone? There's one opening in Ohio. A postal annex charges $15 per month for a virtual mailbox. The app tells you when you have something. They give you an address. There you guys go. Postal annex. Flag City, I'll be there. There you guys go. Talking about the Goodwill. CA is not the style number. There we go. CA. On the back of the first inner tier tag. All right, you guys got that. Server's been asking before. What is the version of Nifty do you use? So the version of Nifty I use is the expensive one. So Nifty, I use this one right here. $69 plus $20. Mine's $89.99 a month. Why? Because it's my full-time job and I have to use that one. I cross-list so many items and I list so many items. When I first got Nifty, I only had eBay. I paid $25 a month just for the eBay to do the sharing, or not the sharing, but the sending offers and the recreates. So, yeah. But now that I cross-list, I do the automation and the cross-listing. But like I said, give it a free trial. I put the link in here. Also, you can go to SurfsUpFinds.com and use that free trial link. I do follow Chris at Peak. He is great. There you go. There you go. I shipped my first long lightweight package, and it was dang near $20. I wanted to test it out. I do remember you saying previously how expensive it is to ship long stuff. Yes, so it'll go by length and dimensions. If you're shipping bigger items via USPS, probably USPS too, but USPS, it goes by dimensions, and you'll get a surcharge for an oversized item. I haven't sent one of those in a while, but when I used to do antiques, I used to send a lot of those. A lot of those sell cheaper if you go to Pirate Ship and look up UPS and FedEx. They can go cheaper, believe it or not. I have a Rolo and two of those. There you go. That one that's $80, ID PRT is just as good as a Rolo. That costs money. I think Pacers will win game one. Thanks, Chris. You're on my good list. I have a Brothers Bluetooth thermal printer and love it. There you guys go. Doing motor vehicles this morning. I want to go thrifting. Listing. Doing motor vehicle this morning. I love cars, but yeah, it'd be better to drive in a car to a thrift store. I agree. Are the labels the same for the thermal printer? Mine aren't. Mine are in a roll. These aren't it, but they're in a roll for my Dymo. But when you do ID PRT or whatever it is, here we go. I'll show you guys again real quick. Whoop, I don't want that. So SurfsUpFinds.com, Amazon products I use. There it is right there. There's your printer, and then your labels are right there. So these are the type of labels that get fed into this printer. The printer I have is a roll. Is a roll. Hi from Cali. What's up, Vernon? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. My three favorite people to watch all in one show. You guys need to get together and do a who sold what best. Caleb hasn't done one in a while. I remember Caleb used to do those. He beat me. Look, I'm over here selling little $20 items. You know, $30 items. Another one of these for $30. Boring. Watch my YouTube video from yesterday, though. There'll be more exciting things than that. But yeah, Caleb would smoke me. Everything this time of year. My next three items are all under $30. But I agree. Thanks for the compliment. Making sure this is going to the right person. It should be going to Fabian. Fabian sounds just like a really handsome guy, I would say. Next item is a Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This sold via Nifty 2 with the best offer, or sending out an offer. Again, another one of these Motor Speedway. I sell these like crazy. I bought a ton of them. I always get these around where I live. Sold for $20.70. Nifty sent out an offer. $20.70. Nifty sent out an offer. See, how can I compete with these guys getting $50, $100 sales? I did sell that suit for $75 today. That's not bad. That's not bad. How do you make a listing for a lot on eBay? I just take a whole bunch of photos, take a photo and make a really good cover photo of the lot, and just put lot of 6 Duluth button shirts, 2XL, whatever. That's how I do it. How do you allow offers on your listings on eBay? Probably the same way as it showed you to do bulk edit. So if we go to eBay, I'll bring you guys over so you can see. We'll do it together. We'll do it together. Going to eBay, we're going to go to sell. I'm going to go to right here, actions, edit all. And remember, we're looking to add best offer. So let's see, we're going to edit all and we're going to bulk edit everything. Buy it now, offers, starting bid. So it could be one of those. You'll have to look. Buy it now. What does that do? Buy it now. You can increase or lower it. Nope. Remove. Nope. Don't want that. Offers. Allow offers. There you go. Allow offers on all your items. No, you can do offers on anything. I don't know. So yeah, bulk edit, allow offers on all your items. Boom. I'm not doing that. I'm getting out of here. Exit this. Boom. Yeah, there you go. I always use a thank you label on my label. I love doing it. I don't care if they leave feedback or not. Yeah, I agree. It's really good customer service. Really good customer service. I do a handwritten thank you card for each person. It also states what the item is and serves as a packing slip. There you go. Leads to reviews about 50% of the time. That's more than what I get. I get a third of my people leave a review. So there you guys go. Good customer service. People are way more active leaving reviews on eBay, on Amazon. I have sold around 30,000 items and only 200 reviews. Yeah, on Amazon, I'm sure. Yeah, I never have left a review on Amazon. I didn't even know that's a thing. I just picked up a 4XL Big Pony. Not a big deal to others, but was excited. Yeah, it's exciting. Listen, whenever you find that, you know that's instant, quick money. I don't care if I find a quarter on the ground or a dollar bill on the ground or that on the shelf for that's a $20 bill right there. Easy $30 bill. I'm excited for all those things. I've been getting the pre-monetization coupons for eBay lately, but they are worth using. Okay, I don't even know what that is. I've never used a coupon on eBay. Do you know if you promote, is it taking off the total price including shipping? Yes, I think so. I'm guessing it's total price including shipping. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just going to tell you right now. I don't know the answer to that question. If it's including shipping too. You're making me want to get Nifty. Vendu sucks. Luke, I'm telling you 100%. I'm telling you right now, you'll like it better. Right now, I'm telling you, you'll like it better. So it's up to you if you want to try it. But yeah, I mean, give it a free trial. Connect all your stuff. Trust me, it's better. Anything to say about starting an eBay store for the first time? Things to consider or set up. Do you recommend doing that on a computer rather than a phone? Yes. So I recommend if you're going to set up a store, start doing it by on your computer. Much easier. And then you can do a little bit here and there, like change your little icon and your pictures and stuff of your storefront on your phone. But yeah, I would say start a store when it makes sense financially. When you're paying more money for insertion fees than it would to have a store where you get free insertion fees, that's when you get a store. Pretty easy to set up. So you're going to Florida to help Kway move? He'd have to pay me in key lime pie. I would consider it if he paid me in key lime pies. I sold a Harley jacket today for $75 if I care. Okay, so if we did have a competition today, I sold a J.Crew suit for $75. He sold a Harley jacket for $75. I think a Harley jacket is cooler than a J.Crew suit. Harley jacket. So there you go. Be on the lookout for during garage sales. That's where you see those. Could you please show accept returns client pay the shipping? Please show accept returns client. I don't know, Vernon, where I even have that at anymore. It's been so long since I had that set up. This has been incredibly helpful. Are there any certain times that you do this kind of live? Need a run now. So I do these lives Monday morning, every single Monday morning at 8 to 8:30. I'll answer questions for everyone, every single question I see. And then also a lot of times I'll do it Wednesday mornings or Friday mornings or sometimes Saturday mornings. But yeah, 8:30 is usually when I do it, once the kids are off to school. There you go. Chris has got it. Chris is smart when it comes to all this stuff. He knows the ins and outs. Including shipping on eBay for the promo fee. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren, as I showed you earlier. striped shirt. Sold for $22.99. Short sleeve. These are hot right now. These striped Polo Ralph Lauren shirts that are kind of vintage and oversized. They're just hot right now. As the main draw to Nifty, the fact that it crosses for you. I've been manually crossing and it doesn't seem that bad. So let me tell you, there's a few different main draws to Nifty. If you guys are still watching, which there's a lot of you still watching. Okay, so this is what Nifty is going to do for you. We'll just go to the main page. We'll start from there. So this is why you'd get Nifty. Let's say you're already cross-listing or you want to cross-list onto Poshmark, Depop, Mercari. So you're going to have your cross-lister right here. Super easy to cross-list. You said it was a little bit tough for you. This is how easy it is on here. You hit that button and you hit that button and it's cross-listed. That's how long it takes. So this Lululemon, I want to cross-list over to Poshmark. That button, it is now cross-listed over to Poshmark. That's how quick it is. Time is money. So there's your cross-listing, okay? Then you can go down to your dashboard. This is your automation portion. Where on Poshmark, it's doing all your sharing for you. It's like a bot in the background doing all your sharing for you. It's also sending out offers. It's sending out offers for you right here. And it's following people. It's sending out offers on eBay. You set up how much you want to do your offer for. Mine's 10%. And it's recreating. So it's delisting your item and recreating as a brand new item. So eBay thinks you're listing new items. I've had 24 of those today. Same thing with Mercari. Same thing with Depop. Does all those things. Now it also added analytics. So now you have your spreadsheet. Anytime something sells, then like I just sold this performance, so it's right here on my phone. It just sold this. All you have to do is enter in your cost of goods and it will give you your spreadsheet. So your spreadsheet will be here for the year on Nifty. You have your spreadsheet all in one place. Also, with analytics, you can see, I don't know where it is. Okay. Yeah, also at the analytics, you can look at other stuff too. I don't know where it is. There it is. Your insights. So you can get a good idea. This is my last 4 weeks. You can see, all right, these are the brands that sell best for me. These are the categories that are selling best for me. 4 months ago, this was jackets, pants, jeans, sweaters. You can see what season we're in now. These have gone down because my selling prices are lower. You see, what are your best selling platforms? That's all the stuff you're getting on Nifty. So that's it. Time zone, I'm Eastern. Oh, Eastern time zone, Eastern Standard Time. So 8 to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to ask live questions. You can always rewatch these on Facebook or YouTube. I just keep them posted. I don't edit them or anything. I just leave them. Buyer pay shipping is under shipping policies on eBay. There you go. See, that's why we're all here. Coworkers helping coworkers. I sold a Brioni blazer last night for $115. Guys, be on the lookout for that brand right there. Look up if you're doing something different. Get over your computer if you're listening. Look at that. Brioni. That is a Bolo brand. In shirts, pants, blazers, suits, all of it. Ties, all of it. Do you have a video that shows the process of refunding a buyer, either for excess shipping or costs if they buy multiple items? I don't, but I can show you exactly how you would do it. So I do it from my phone. I'm going to go to orders. There's orders. I'm going to click on the item. Click on the item. Then right down here on the blue tab, you hit that little blue tab and you can go send refund. And you can go to send a refund. And then you can put the refund amount there. You can do the full refund, which I don't normally do. I do like a shipping refund. So I'll do refund amount. I'll just enter the shipping cost or whatever I need to refund them, and then hit next and refund them. You can do it really easy right from your phone. So super, super duper easy. 7,600 shares a day blew my mind, as well as recrates. You just sold me in the analytics guaranteed. Thank you. Yep. Boom. Telling you. So yeah, I have again, I put a link in here, but just go to SurfsUpFinds.com. There's a free trial link and a discount off your first month. Just Trust me, you won't regret it. Do you sell on Etsy? It was added to Nifty recently. Yeah, so Etsy was added to Nifty. Let's get over here. But I don't think it's active yet. Yeah, okay. So they just added Etsy to Nifty. So on Nifty, all you do is just put in your credentials and then it'll hook up all your platforms. Super easy. And then you just sync it all in. And they did add Etsy. I don't have an Etsy store, so I don't have Etsy on here yet. But I don't think it's cross-listing yet. I think they're just going through all the processes. Do you think it's time? Do you think it's the time of year to list Ariat cowboy boots? Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. List cowboy boots year round. Oh, yeah. This time of year, for sure. Fair season, boot season. Or should I wait until the fall, winter? I just found a pair. Yeah, list them now. Cowboy boots year round. Great. List them now. Do you use your phone with Nifty or is it all done on your laptop? So I use my phone. You can. The way Nifty, I actually have a short on how to do it. If you follow me, on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook, I have a short. If you look at my videos, I have a short on how to make it an app. You just make it an app right there. And then you click on the app and it's got everything on there for you. So on the app, you'll just go to your inventory. You can sync in all your inventory. You can do all your dashboard stuff just like the computer. It's hard to see. You can do it all from your phone. I cross-list from my laptop now. It's just easier for me. Gotcha. I find refunding, shipping, and combined orders on eBay easier on a laptop, but that's just me. Yeah, I do everything. You guys know me, Audra, especially you know me. I just do so much for my phone. Like my whole business is pretty much on my phone. So it is probably easier from your laptop. Most people list from their laptops too. I just haven't. I don't. If we can watch live but watch later, can we still ask questions? Yeah, you can ask questions. More than likely, I'll see them and I can respond to them, especially if you do it on YouTube, but even on Facebook, I can. But YouTube, they give me better alerts and I can respond to questions on there. You can always DM me on Instagram too. I answer every question I get. It might take a day or two or same day, but I answer every question I get. Cowboy Carter World Tour starting list, everything Western. There you go. Is there another? Did they already do that tour? Is it another one? Is it like Taylor where it's like all year round for like 3 years? I'm in Nashville. Boots are all the time. There you go. I know some sellers that don't do returns. They describe items as sold as is. What are your opinions on this? Well, I would say don't do that. But Bearded Thrifter, who you guys all know and I go thrifting with and hang out and talk to all the time, he does not accept returns. Bearded does not accept returns, and he has really good sales, and he doesn't have to issues with people. So I don't know. I would offer returns. I think most resellers would tell you to do that. Bearded doesn't, and he does well. So some people do, some people don't. Do you think it's easier to post on eBay than to cross-list to Posh or vice versa? It does matter. It does matter. So, for example, if you are, I just synced all my inventory earlier on Nifty. You can rewatch this later. I list everything on eBay. If you list on Poshmark and cross-list to the other platforms, if you cross-list to eBay, you're going to have to enter in a couple extra little details and information on here. Whereas if you list on eBay and bring it in, you literally just click a button. Where if you list it on Poshmark, Mercari, or Depop and bring it over, you're going to have to go in and fill out some of these item specifics and some of this stuff, which isn't a big deal. You just have to enter in those items and then cross-list. But if you do it from eBay, it's really quick. I obviously need to cross-list stuff today. Yeah, you can DM me on Messenger. It's not as good. For some reason, Facebook just does not give me alerts when I have messages and stuff. So I'm late. I will get to it, but it just might not be right away. It doesn't give me alerts right away. I have to like manually find it. For some reason, I cannot comment on YouTube, so I have to watch on Facebook. I don't know. I have some comments on both. So there's a comment. I don't know. But hey, guys, that's it. Wrapped up all the questions, packed up everything. You guys have a really good day. I'm going to take this up to the post office and taking some pictures today. But I definitely will pass a thrift store and hit that up too. Have a good day, everyone. Appreciate you guys all coming in. Go Pacers. Might see you guys on Friday.